The past couple of weeks have been a busy one for the police, as they look to crack down on people posting on Facebook and other social media platforms. Now, as the public, we have started to find out just how long some of these people are going to be arrested for, and it's safe to say the punishments are pretty ludicrous. Today we are going to compare what happens when you murder a 14-year-old boy to a man posting on social media during the riots. But before we get into the video, please hit the like and subscribe button and join our fast-growing community. So, as I've said before, I don't condone violence, and if you're responsible for inflicting pain on another human being, I believe you should feel the full force of the law. However, what I can't stand is the stopping of free speech. I seriously believe that it's a dangerous path to go down. Now, the gentleman in the picture goes by the name of Wayne O'Rourke, and yesterday was sentenced to 3 years in prison for posting on social media. The 35-year-old of Salix Approach, Lincoln, admitted publishing written material online to stir up hatred between the 28th of July and the 8th of August. Sentencing him at Lincoln Crown Court, Judge Katarina Sholin Knight told him, "You were not caught up in what others were doing, you were instigating it. Now you can be the judge if you believe his posts are worth 3 years in prison," he wrote people of Southport to get out on the street. Other posts showed a picture of the County Road Mosque in Liverpool and a picture of burning car in Sunderland, which was accompanied by a post that read, "Sunderland, go on lads." In another he posted, "Starmer has basically said it us against them. Hold the line." Other posts read, "Numbers are important and give them hell, lads," the court heard. O'Rourke's ex-profile was accompanied by a picture of a bulldog wearing a Union Jack jacket. Now, whether or not you believe he should have been jailed for 3 years, I want to show you a comparison and what you get in the UK if you murder someone. This animal goes by the name of Lawson Natty, who was responsible for a 14-year-old's death in machete attack. Natty is set to be released from prison early due to overcrowding. The victim's mother said she was devastated to learn Lawson Natty will be free to walk to streets in September. Gordon suffered a single stab wound to his upper right arm in the Elswick area of Newcastle and died in hospital 6 days later. Nito from Manchester was jailed for 9 years and 2 months, while Natty from Newcastle received a sentence of 2 years and 8 months. Gordon's mother, Dionne Barrett, from Benwell, received confirmation of Natty's early release in writing from HM Prison and Probation Service at the weekend. The letter said, "Due to significant issues within the prison population, the Lord Chancellor has announced plans to introduce a change to the law, which will allow some prisoners serving determined sentence to be released on licence early. Prisoners who meet the criteria will be released after serving 40% of their sentence in custody, rather than the 50% they serve now. These changes are due to happen from September, so no prisoner will be released under the scheme prior to that time. We have been advised that Lawson Natty meets the criteria for this scheme, so I'm writing to inform you that the release will be brought forward. The revised release date will be in the week beginning September 9th, 2024. The letter said Natty will be managed by the probation service and subject to licence conditions. He will be required to comply with all conditions, and failure to do so could result in him being sent back to prison." The letter ended by saying, "I appreciate that this news will be unwelcome." I mean, you can't make this stuff up, can you? A man who took part in a murder got a lesser sentence in the first place than someone who posted on X, then is being released early due to the overcrowding in British prisons. Like, what the hell? This a disgrace and a big middle finger to all of us. Before we go any further, let me know your thoughts. In other news, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been advised not to weigh in on Donald Trump and Kamala Harris's battle for the White House, as the Sussex's stock could go south, a leading Republican strategist has said. Adam Goodman, a veteran in the ranks of the Grand Old Party, suggested the risk to the Sussexes should dissuade them from intervening. Goodman's intervention came as the Duke and Duchess continue with their 4-day quasi-royal tour of Colombia. Prince Harry appeared to make a veiled swipe at Trump ally Elon Musk after the Tesla CEO became embroiled in a row with Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer. He said, "It comes down to all of us to be able to spot the true from the fake. In an ideal world, those with positions of influence would take more responsibility. We are no longer debating facts." For as long as people are allowed to spread lies, abuse, harass, then social cohesion as we know it has completely broken down. However, Goodman said the royal couple should err on the side of caution when it comes to further comments on the White House race. No offense to both of them because they're celebrities in their own right, and for good reason, but they're going to have no impact on this election, Goodman claimed. Goodman highlighted how an award-winning actor had played a part in Joe Biden dropping out of the campaign. However, the leading political strategist stressed the influence outside of high-flying political circles remains limited. He explained, "Will George Clooney have any real influence on the American election other than maybe the candidates that are in play? No. There are very few that you could argue might have that impact, and there are few that do, like one name that is obvious to a lot of people, Taylor Swift. What would happen if Taylor Swift decided to weigh into this election, and I think it's pretty clear which way she would want to go? That may have some ripple impact, certainly among voters under 30. Goodman added, "The consideration she and everyone, like Prince Harry and all the others, have to make is whether or not if things go south, their stock goes with it. I think it's a very risky thing right now for people who are in the public limelight, not connected to politics, to suddenly weigh into it." Goodman's comments came after an expert claimed, Meghan is unlikely to join a star-studded list of celebrities at the Democratic National Convention on Monday. Despite being outspoken about her political leanings, Meghan is seen as potentially damaging to the Democratic Party when it comes to voters needed to defeat the Republicans. Andrew Cockburn, the Washington, D.C. editor of Harper's, told Tatler magazine that Meghan's current influence on voters is negligible. Cockburn said, "I haven't heard any rumors. I'm sure she'd like to, but her selling power has really gone pretty rock bottom here." He added, "I don't think she would have much effect. I doubt she'll show up at the convention. I doubt they'd want her there. It would also appear logistically unlikely for Meghan to head to Chicago after touring Colombia in a quasi-royal visit alongside her husband, Prince Harry." The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been in Bogotá since Thursday after being invited to the South American country by Vice President Francia Marquez. So what are your thoughts on the stuff going on regarding prisons in the UK? Let me know down there in the comment section below. Also, I want to say a big thank you to all of the support recently. We crossed 30,000 subscribers within a week of starting the channel. So a big thank you to you all. Please though, do continue the support by hitting that like and subscribe and joining our fast-growing community. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time.